Hi Bill, we are so glad we are here in Duncan, Mississippi to meet you. I know you, well I learned to know you from that great movie M for Mississippi, which is a great movie about the Delta and about the musicians here in the Delta. And we are here in Duncan, but I don't think you are raised here in this place.
I was raised in Belzon, which is about an hour and 15 minutes south of here.
More south.
Yeah.
Is that a place where you were getting involved with music?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who was your main influence at that time when you were a young boy or so, once you started? You had people around in town who were making music and you were listening to?
Yeah, there was some guys. One guy was Tommy Hollis, and a guy named Scotty, and Paul Wine Jones, probably one of the more popular known musicians.
They all lived in Belzoni.
Yeah.
There. And that's how you got attracted to the music, and you first started with guitar playing, or you played several instruments?
No, mostly guitar. I did play some bass with Paul for a number of years, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were always connected with blues. You never played other styles of music. You were into folk or any other style of music?
I was, you know. I never, professionally, I really never played any style of music. I mean, I always tried to play the blues, you know, learning. But I had played some gospel music, and
which is in fact very much related with the blues music. They say they are twins.
Yeah, you know, the early stuff is, yeah.
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 You just have to change the word God with my baby.
Yeah.
So you have blues. That's
yeah,
what I was told.
Yeah, the music is, yeah.
But the music is almost exactly the same. You can sing the same song. Just switch the words of God and my baby, and you have a gospel song or a blues song, the old stuff.
Yeah, you know, I guess that would be called spirituals instead, as opposed to gospel music.
Yeah.
You know, but,
Next
yeah.
to playing guitar, you also have a recording studio.
I guess you'd call it that. Yeah.
I can call it that. That's where we are now.
Oh, okay.
This is your recording studio. So there are people coming from all around the Delta over here to make recordings with you, or it just happens occasionally?
Not all the time. You know, every now and then, doing projects. I did a project with a young up-and-coming guy named Sid. That's really good. Two young white guys that play old blues.
Oh, great!
And it's he plays with his thumb, you know, but it's really upbeat and fast. You know, it's really good.
When you started to play gigs and that stuff, you play on your own, or you were connected with a band, or you played with old blues black people or so? I guess you played with some Delta musicians as well.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about them?
Yeah, you know, I was fortunate growing up here and trying to learn how to play, so I spent a lot of years learning and playing with other people, and I started playing professionally as a solo artist probably in 1999 or 2000. But before that I was playing behind other people.
Yeah, like who?
Well, I played with Paul Jones and his friends,
yeah.
Tommy, and I got W.H. Lowe, and then around 2000 I played with David Lee Durham, who's passed away also, Bobby Whalen, and I've learned how to play newer blues, which I don't do now. It was a learning experience, you know, and played with pretty much, I mean, sit in and played with everybody here, but I played a lot with David for about 3 years, and then I played with Cadillac John Nolan starting in 2000, and a guy named Monroe Jones, played a lot with him. And
do you remember the blues musicians who are known in Europe, which moved to Chicago and maybe went back like to Clarksdale because they were born there? Did you play with John Lee Hooker, or did you see other people around? Or do you have memories of those people who are in Europe the blues. They call them the blues people because they were famous. They had a lot of recordings, and maybe they came back to their roots. Sometimes to Clarksdale or Bentonia or any place here.
Well, probably the more known, I guess, Honey Boy Edwards.
Yeah.
I've been playing with him when he comes to Mississippi a lot.
He's not living here anymore?
He hasn't lived here in a long time. He's been in Chicago.
Oh,
He
he's
still
living in
lives
Chicago,
there.
so he's coming back, homecoming for us. Well,
Yeah,
and he's still around, I guess.
still
I
playing.
think he's playing this weekend in Chicago at the
Is
Blues
he?
Festival.
96 years old.
He's 96.
He was here and we played in April here, and he's coming back down in October.
Oh, that's great.
And but as far as I play, just sitting in playing with people that come pass through, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of known names, you know, that are from here but they live other places that come down. You know, fortunate to get to sit in and play with them, not touring with them or anything, but you know.
When we come back to you as a musician, you're a guitar player, but in your studio here, I see quite a lot of, like the one you have in your hands here, a lot of other type of guitars. It's not a guitar you buy in a shop. It is modified. It looks like a cigar box. I guess that was it was first.
Yeah.
So you assemble a new guitar based with the guitar box, and then
Yeah.
you put the neck of a normal guitar on it.
Yeah, first you smoke all the cigars.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
yeah, you have to start with
and
that.
then but no, I didn't get to smoke these cigars.
And this one sounds like a normal guitar.
No, they're all have an original sound.
Can you
And,
show us a little
yeah.
bit of it?
This is a regular guitar neck, and it has a humbucker pickup here. And this
Yeah.
is a separate little pickup. I run to a bass amp sometimes. It picks up the top bass string.
That sounds very southern.
Sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like you're 96 and black inside. That's how it sounds. You sound like a real, if you hear this on a recording, I think it's an old 96 old Delta blues musician. But
Oh,
it's not.
shoot,
I
man,
don't
I-
think you're 96 yet.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the compliment. Some people might not take that as a compliment, but I do.
I guess it's,
But, yeah,
I
but
would
thank
take
you.
it as a compliment, yes, yeah, definitely. Otherwise I wouldn't have said it. So, but this is like the cigar box with the regular guitar neck, but I see other stuff as well here. You have other
Yeah,
guitars
well.
which are completely not guitars. It looks like you have some wood used from a tree or anything.
Yeah, this is
What's this? Is this like?
this is a piece of driftwood.
It's
from
driftwood from the river.
from the Mississippi River,
From
which
Miss-
is a few
so you-
miles that
Go
way.
collect it there and you use that for a guitar neck.
Yeah, yeah. So I make them out of driftwood, and this is just a regular cigar box. This one has a humbucking pickup in it and guitar tuning keys, no frets, so you
Oh,
play
yes.
slide.
It's only for slide.
Yeah, so it has a unique sound. And this one is about as long as you can make them.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
As far as if I could get some longer guitar strings, I think I'd make one longer. But
You can play with two people.
yeah,
One
but
is strumming and the other one is sliding.
this has a unique sound, which I've been told is kind of a swamp sound.
Yeah. It's called like the Bentonia sound.
Yeah, the Bentonia sounds spooky, you know.
sound, but it sounds very, very good, very great. Very spooky, like you said.
Yeah, it has that spooky sound.
Deep
and,
delta sound.
Because I can get to diddly bow single. It's all 6 strings, so I can get but I can get to what a diddly bow kind of sounds like on the side of the house, which I have one on the outside of my house out there. That kind of, but they use baling wire a lot, and baling wire is pretty thick.
Ooh.
And so it kind of
Yeah,
more
because
like a bass string.
the ultimate guitar is the diddly bow, which is like the one I see next here.
Yeah.
That's I just see one string.
Yeah.
And the cigar box.
This is called a La Palo Mink. Palo Ama.
I guess this was like the really first guitar type instrument people were using here. Was the diddly bow. Just like a wire.
Yeah.
A wire and then put tension on it.
Yeah.
How does this sound? It's almost percussion. It's a percussion instrument.
Yeah, it is.
Because you tap on the box as well while you are playing. And
yeah, it gets pretty
it
loud.
sounds great.
Sometimes I put pickups in them, so, little piezo pickups, so that it really picks up
The sound of the
box
of
up
like
and the
box.
string, so you
Like
can
that.
plug it into an amplifier, his little jack. But you know, the kids didn't have any money in the Delta, and they would take their mother's broom and take the wire off of the broom and make their own guitars because they didn't have any money. And I went to Belgium in 2002, and a friend of mine used to play the broom with me.
Ooh.
And we played, he studied broom man, used to play with Son Thomas, and he went over there with me, and he said, man, should have bring my broom. And I said, no, man, they got brooms in Belgium, you know, you don't need no broom, just get one over there. So we were over there to play, and we said, hey man, y'all got a broom we can use? And they said, a broom? What do you mean? And it kept coming out with all these kinds of brooms. One was a big broom, you know, all these different shapes of brooms, but no like regular broom y'all don't have in Belgium, the same kind of broom we had. So we couldn't find a broom. You know, so he used one of them big shop brooms. It was about that long. And so we played the shows, and he's playing that thing, you know, on wooden board. And anyway, man.
Great stories. So, great. Well, Bill, thank you so much for inviting us here, for being here, for your time, for your music, and for letting everybody listen to what you are doing here. It sounds amazingly great, and I'm so glad for being here.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.